Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading for you, tuning into the day's energy, seeing what divine guidance comes through for you. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. If you'd like a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. It takes you right to my book online page. All right. The overall energy of the reading is the Seven of Swords. I get that there's something you're not saying to create peace, to keep things peaceful. What is this? Oh, okay. It looks like with the Five of Swords in reverse that it feels like there's someone you could annihilate, someone you could really just wound. But it feels like you're holding your tongue. You're not saying something because, this feels like it's someone in your home or someone very close to you. And it feels like it came out as in the challenging position. Feels like you're trying to keep the peace. Wow. You're in that Queen of Swords. It feels like you are withholding communication. Some energy here is withholding communication, turning their back. It feels like kind of icing someone out. Wow, that's very interesting. It's around communication and unhappy environment. It feels very complex what's going on. Trying to keep the peace. I don't want to cause upset. But I don't want to cause hurt feelings. I'm not trying to hurt anyone. But what is this? It feels like you've got some truth. You've got something, and feels like you're sparing someone's feelings from this truth. Wow, I'm not getting anything else, so I'll just keep moving and we'll see if more comes out around this. The hidden blessings. Wow, interesting. Hidden blessings in this energy is 10 of Pentacles in reverse. A lack of stability, a lack of abundance, a lack of joy. Not having your happily ever after is a hidden blessing. Feels like someone that I'm talking with is very nurturing and loving. But it feels like there's this realization that there's no potential where you're at. That's what this is. It feels like you're not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. You're not trying to wound whoever this is, because at some point it feels like there were happy, loving feelings and celebration in this home environment, but it does not feel like that's where we are today. That's not the reality if this is your reading. of what I'm perceiving. And I think the blessing is that realization that there's no potential here. There's nothing I can't work with this energy. And this isn't what I want. There's a lack of abundance, a lack of stability. And it feels like you're coming to a realization, or it's coming to a head. I'm getting the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles is how you're showing up. So you're nurturing yourself. It isn't that you are as much cutting out someone horrible as much as loving yourself and looking towards what you would prefer, because it doesn't feel, you've put in so much time and so much energy into whatever this is, and you're not getting anything in return. It feels like, period. Wow. All right, what you're leaving behind is the world. This is all that you've known. Wow. This is a big decision. Even though it's painful, even though it's uncomfortable, there's no potential here. You've given so much of yourself and nothing's happened. It's hard to let it go because this is all you know. So you're leaving behind all of the known world, and it feels like you are switching into more of an explorer energy. This is what I know. This is my known world, but now I'm going to be an explorer. I'm ending this cycle and I'm looking for something new for myself. And it feels like as you take action, then things will change. Very slowly at first, but Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, and then Queen of Wands. Feels like you have a lot of your divine feminine energy, and Queen of Cups is down here, we haven't gotten to. So all four queens are showing up. It feels like you are in your divine feminine energy. You're loving yourself into this new reality. You're very attractive right now. And you're leaving behind a lot of confusion, a lot of unprocessed emotions. You're leaving behind a lack of clarity. You're leaving behind uncertainty. There's been a lot that's clouded your ability to move forward, and what it looks like, what you're leaving behind is you're processing these emotions with that Queen of Wands energy, with that fire. You are able to burn through the Moon card energy of unprocessed emotions and leaving those emotions behind, those difficulties, and transmuting them into what you would prefer. That water and fire is creating steam for creating your new reality. Wow. All right. How to get the most of this energy is death and rebirth in reverse, scorpionic energy. It looks like transforming what is not for you, your emotions, and to what you prefer. It feels like you've learned a lot about how to utilize your divine feminine energy. Wow. All right. What have you transformed? It looks like you've transformed a lot of mental manipulation, people using fear and control to get you to behave, to get you to step in line. It looks like you've transformed a lot of codependency. And so you're realizing that you've got this freedom. You don't need others to validate your experience. You're validating your own. This is really powerful. It looks like you're taking action. And by taking action towards what you desire, you are protected. This is the first King card coming in. So it looks like you mostly are in your divine feminine, holding space. And then to get the most out of this energy is to utilize your divine masculine energy to take action towards what you desire. This is the most nurturing energy king of the deck. This is someone willing to nurture something to growth. This is a entrepreneur. Someone knows how to utilize their passions and direct them into action to make them come true. So not only are you just being in this beautiful divine feminine energy, with all 4 queens of the deck, I'm surprised the Empress hasn't shown, because that's what happens when you have mastered the 4 king or queens of the deck. For the queens, if you master communication, you master abundance and growth. When you master going towards what you desire, or allowing what you desire to come to you, when you're able to hold space for what you desire the most, then you step into Empress energy. So that's what it feels like. You are stepping into birthing a new reality for yourself. And it looks like you're letting go of connections, people in your life that don't work, that don't want to work with you, who feel that they don't. It feels like there have been a lot of people who've competed against you. They're not really, it feels like under the guise of, I want to work with you, but instead they end up competing with you. It looks like you're leaving that energy behind. What's supporting you? Again, Queen of Cups. Feels like you are focused on what you want, what your heart wants the most. Focusing on what you love. Focusing on that cup. And it feels like you're learning how to fill your own cup. Wow. Which feels like you've taken out the middleman. Feels like previously in your life, you needed others to fill your cup, to validate you, validate your emotions, validate your experiences. And now you've gone a much a less traditional route. You've taken out someone the middleman who's telling you you're not doing it right, and you're receiving justice. You've got justice on your side. Truth. Feels like wow. Oh, I'm also getting a karmic energy here of, it feels like as you go towards what you desire, it's like karma is going to take care of those who have tried to block your progress, if you let that go, and if you give that job over to the universe, like let go of revenge and payback, and just trust that the universe can enact karma that you just can't, at levels that you're unable to. Yeah, and so it looks like you've been healing a broken heart, a lot of betrayal. It feels like 2 of those swords might be from someone else, and it feels like you have one of your own swords where you maybe betrayed yourself. And by not seeing this betrayal, I don't see it anywhere. It feels like you're now much more careful with your heart because you love yourself more. It feels like as an act of love, I realize the value that I'm not going to give my heart away to just anybody, and I'm definitely no longer going to sabotage my own love experience. Wow. Okay. What to be mindful of is the Ten of Swords. A lot of this betrayal type of energy. It feels like it's flying above you or over you, past you. It doesn't feel like you're really receiving this communication. It feels like you're focused on moving away and towards what you prefer. You're ending this painful cycle. It feels like you're ending it by not engaging in this activity. There's an ungrounded, a King of Pentacles in reverse. Feels like this person doesn't want you to succeed because of whatever these words are, whatever these betrayal words are, spells, lies, deception. It feels like they can't reach you any longer. Wow, that's really wonderful. That's nice to be mindful of. It feels like this person, their words used to be able to cut you, used to be able to wound you, and wow. Feels like this is a person you're no longer with Two of Cups in reverse. I think what I'm tuning into is that this person no longer has the ability to say something and control you, say something and wound you back into behaving. And this feels very freeing, this realization, being mindful that I think this person used to intimidate you because they could wound you and put you in a desperation, wounded state of mind that was hard for you to leave behind. This person was blocking your ability to have fortune. This person in this relationship was your lesson about giving your power away, about not realizing your value and worth. This person, it looks like they tried to keep you in this delusional state of mind where you had to separate from your own reality to be in a relationship with them. It's a lot of delusion. It feels like your job was to feed this person's ego, and you're just no longer in that space. You're grounded into reality. I think at some point you thought this person was your happily ever after, but what you received was the opposite of that. Lack of happiness, a lack of stability, a lack of the abundance. Feels like it was not what you... Feels like this person told you a lot of stories and then they delivered none of those stories. And so now you are very aware that someone can say something and it might be something that you're like, oh yeah, that, yes. But you've got the wisdom of, that's fantastic. I'm going to see if you can back that up with action consistently. That's it. And the moment someone's energy changes, they can't rest on bad behavior. Not the moment they make a mistake. I'm saying the moment someone starts betraying you, starts vilifying you in the closest relationships, making you the bad person, making you wrong, it feels like that's when you exit. No matter how much niceness came before, it feels like you are immune to mental manipulation. This is beautiful. You've gone through a lot to get to this point. So, all right, that's your reading. Hope that was helpful.